going on, my fitted collectors? It's just Fittedhats, and we're back with another video. I know. I'm not gonna say it. I know it's been a minute. I'm not gonna say it. But anyway, hey, we're back, man. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. I haven't been collecting like that. I haven't been collecting hats like that. I'm not gonna lie, like I'll see some hats and like I know I always talk about how you have to be very specific on hats you get and like if you're actually gonna wear them or if they're actually gonna sit, and I'll get into that. But first, we got some mail calls, man. I have two mail calls here. Hatclub probably dropped this like 2 weeks ago. I know I'm late when it comes to the video, but Hatclub dropped a Seinfeld pack 2 weeks ago. Granted, I wasn't sure how I felt about it because personally, I've never seen Seinfeld. And a lot of people that's in the hat community didn't admit that they actually never seen Seinfeld, but I personally have never seen Seinfeld. But I thought the hat was pretty fire to have Seinfeld on it. So I had to get it. I had to cop the Mets. Now, granted, a lot of people are also saying, oh, it's just a team colorway hat. It's not really fire. First of all, this is wool, so wool is different. I feel like it really, I don't know, it sticks out from like your regular, like, I don't know. I feel like it really sticks out, man. But yeah, team colorway Mets. This Mets is pretty fire though from Hatclub. I got the Mo pin right there. Shout out to you, Mo. But yeah, this hat is pretty fire, man. Green UV, black guts with the side field in the side patch as a side patch there, which is pretty fire. And I noticed the Hatclub is doing this new thing where they put the Hatclub in the thing, I guess, to show that it was made from them. Some people are taking that a little bit more serious than others, but I digress. But yeah, Hatclub, Mets, Seinfeld, pretty fire hat. Another hat, man, collectors are always gonna collect, man. If you're a White Sox collector, I got on the Mata, is my guy, Fitted Algebras hat. This hat's really fire, so I got on Fitted Algebras hat right now. But yeah, as you guys know, I'm a White Sox collector. Whew, can't talk today. And I collect a lot of side battermans too that are specific White Sox. Now, granted, I haven't worn my off-white hats in a minute. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't worn any of my off-white hats in a minute. But this hat was really fire because, so I have to do a video. I have to do a video on all my side batterman White Sox hats because I have a lot, and they're relatively the same, but they're different, man. So this is another White Sox side batterman. This one has a flat stitch logo, which I think comes off super clean. You can see it from the side there. Flat stitch White Sox logo. Boom, the side baddie there. Now this one, I just realized that this one isn't really necessarily blue. This is like a navy. Yeah. So this is actually like a navy. So the side patch is even different on this too. So obviously there's no battery in there because on the side, green UV, black guts. This is from Kaplan. Not too many people know about them actually, but yeah, this is from Kaplan. Pretty fire hat, man. I'm not gonna, go super into it, but pretty fire hat. But man, one of the things I want to talk about today is, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, I talked about it on my story a little bit about how I haven't been really interested in a lot of these hats. And the reason being is because like I have to really look at my collection now, and I feel like we're getting into the state now where every colorway is going to relatively be closer or similar to what you already have. So but the only difference is the logo, the brim, I mean the UV color, the guts, maybe a side patch, that's going to be the only difference. But like the colorway as far as like the crown and the brim goes are going to relatively be the same. So like you see like a navy crown, black brim, graphite crown, black brim, like all these are relatively the same. And like, so like when these newer hats come out, I actually have to look at my collection and be like, hey, do I already have this colorway, and B, am I gonna wear this new version of what I already have? You know what I'm saying? So like that's something you really gotta take into account, because like down the line you're just gonna end up selling them anyway because you're not really wearing them like that. You know what I'm saying? So like that's something that I feel like is super important nowadays. But granted, I'm not telling people how to spend their money. You can spend your money how you want to, but I'm just saying, like, you really gotta think of it from a bigger perspective. Like, man, like, do I already have this colorway, and do I wear this colorway often? Me personally, I wear a lot of black crowns. So if it's a black crown and I think it's fire, and if it has like I'll cop it. You know what I'm saying? But if I get like a gray and graphite, a graphite brim, crown with a black brim, I have a few of those. I made one that has a graphite crown, black brim. I'm probably not gonna get that hat because A, I don't wear that hat as much as it already is, but B, like, that's in my collection already, so it's like I don't need more of that same colorway. But granted, again, I'm not telling you what to do on how you buy your money. This is just how I look at it from my perspective. And when it comes to like buying hats, like I don't want to keep buying the same, because like too, like you'll get designers and creators and stores or whatever, and they'll see a colorway of that somebody else made. Like, you know what? I feel like I can make a better version of that, but with this logo for this team, with this side patch. You know what I'm saying? So like, which I get it. Like, when it comes to designing in the fitted community or maybe any other community too, it's all ego based. So oftentimes we think we can make a better hat than someone else, and they made that same hat or hook. Cause two, you're also seeing the same hooks, which I'm gonna get to that in a different video. But right now, I'm just strictly talking about like what you're collecting right now. Like, are you actually gonna keep wearing it? Like, that's like, especially too nowadays. Like, I feel like it's important not to spend a lot on things that you don't necessarily need. Like, I find that more important than ever, because I remember early days when I was collecting, I was just copping everything, and everything I was copping just to end up selling like a few months later or even a year later or so, because I didn't wear it like that. Because granted, like as we get older, our styles change, which is totally normal. Like, our styles change, our moods change, you know what I'm saying? We want different things or whatever. So I feel like nowadays, like, man, it's hella important to really figure out, like, yo, am I gonna wear this or am I not gonna wear this? Because I mean, granted, but again, we all have those things that we collect, and I don't want to be biased because, like, boom, I don't wear my off-white hats like that, but I did cop this because it's a side batterman socks, you know what I'm saying? Like, since I'm an actual collector, like I want to cop this, I want to add this to that collection, you know what I'm saying? So in that sense, I get it. I'm not gonna hold you. In that sense, I get it. But there's other cases too where it's like, dang, like, don't you think that hat looked like this other hat that just came out? Like, cause too, like, I see a lot of people hyping their friends and stuff like that on the hat they dropped, and that hat is literally the same hat that another person just dropped last week, you know what I'm saying? But it has a different metallic color or something, a different logo or different UV, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, these are just some of the things that you really got to think about when it comes to buying these hats. I feel like we just have to buy them more responsibly, man. I feel like that's important, especially when it comes to hats, man. Don't buy the same hat that you probably not gonna wear, because that's just, again, this is just what I do. Like, I try not to buy I try not to buy the same colorway too many times, like, unless I'm like a real collector type and that's just a colorway that I want, or if that's just a team specifics that I want for that hat or something like that. Again, going back to the side battermans, I have a lot of side battermans, and this is just what I collect. This is just what I specifically enjoy collecting. And if that's the case, cool. But like, I'm sure you guys see my perspective though. Like, it's getting weird. Like, it's getting weird. And I've used that word a lot this year. It's getting weird when it comes to the designs, and it's getting weird when it comes to all these colorways being the same. So I don't know. At some point, you just gotta say, man, like, it's hard to be creative. I get it. It's really hard to be creative in the fitted community nowadays, but I'm sure people can still do it. I'm sure it'll still happen. But yeah, man, that's really all I want to talk about in this video. You know, some simple, some not too major, but yeah, it's just Fittedhats. I'll bring you guys the next video very, very soon. Peace.